Hello and welcome to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith, joined tonight by JV and Cabrera for some special coverage of the Red Hawk Wrestling. We're here in the Goodnow Gymnasium for their meet against the Pathfinder Pioneers. So we're going to be pretty upfront in this stream, I think, JV.
Yeah.
And I don't know very much, if anything, about wrestling, especially at the high school level. So we'll start off with some basics here. There isn't a lot online about a lot of wrestling teams, and so tell us a little bit about how the season's been going for you guys. What's your guys' record to start off with?
Season's been good. We've won a few meets.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact number. I know we won the first one against Belchertown. But, yeah.
And I've heard, I've talked to you a couple times about how the season's been going in our English class together, but
Yeah.
it's been, I've heard mostly good things, and although I wasn't able to find any sort of record somewhere, it's also not really scored the same way a lot of the other sports that we cover here at FCAT are scored. So I think we'll get into some more detail with it as we get into the meet here, which is, I suppose, going to be starting in a few minutes here. But can you walk us through some of the basics of how these meets are scored?
Yeah, so the individual, matches, so, a takedown is 3 back points. So if you have your opponent, past 90 degrees going on their back, when you guys are both on the mat, it's 4 points now. So you'll see the ref counting 1, 2, 3, moving his arm, 4, 5, and then that's 4 points.
Gotcha.
And then an escape is 1 point, reverse is 2 points, and that's basically it.
So we'll be trying our best to. Well, I'll be trying my best to point some of that out. I'm sure you'll do fine with it. But so, Javian, how many years have you been doing wrestling? We got to give you some credentials here. Yeah, okay, freshman year, and you're unable to compete in the team this year for the whole season or
for
most
the
of
whole
it.
season.
Okay, yeah, and so we talked about your injury a lot during the fall when we covered football. But you're not in the sling anymore.
No.
So, and still not. Well, according to Mr. Sear, you're not cleared to play any games in gym. But we appreciate you coming here and helping us with the coverage. Always nice to have some student volunteers. And so, to my current understanding, we're going to be starting at the lower weight classes and working our way up throughout the night.
Yes.
So some of Pathfinder doesn't have.
See, now the captives are being called, and this is that coin flip thing I was talking about that I have no idea how it works. I just do it.
The purpose is to decide who.
So it's.
Yeah,
so
I guess I was
going
going to say.
Heads or tails, depending on what the coach wants, it's either evens or odds, and I don't understand.
Evens or odds what?
For the weight class, but
okay.
In order to start, that's a summed up summary of it.
Okay. Well, the coin toss happening in front of us, but as I was saying, the Pioneers, they don't have some wrestlers in some of the earlier weight classes. So Frontier is going to have a couple buys to start off with. So that means there's just not going to be any match. It's just we're going to.
There's not going to be any match, but we'll still get the points for them.
Okay, so we're going to see some points go on the board.
6 points every time. So how that works for the team points itself is if you get a pin, it's 6 points. If you win by a bye, it's also 6 points. If you win by points, rather if you beat them by 15, or if you
in the individual match.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Or if you win by 15, or if you just win by points, even just in general, even after time's done, then it's just a 3.
Okay. And so we'll be seeing that go up on the scoreboard as well. And so that's going to be the red on the scoreboard?
I believe so, yeah.
Or green. Well, we'll see once they put it up there. And we're going to be having walk-up songs played for each wrestler is what I've been told. So And that's
Yeah, that's Thomas Bagden.
Yeah.
That's the coach's nephew.
oh, nice. So he doesn't have anyone to wrestle against here. So
Yeah,
there's
so we get 6 points.
Just like that.
wow. All right. So that's oh, and I say okay. I'm figuring out the scoreboard a little bit more now because they have the weight class listed at the bottom for the player number and fouls of like what that would be for basketball. And there's Bear Calhoun winning on a bye as well with a mouth guard in. And you said before, so we might see some wrestlers like Bear in the JV
Yeah.
matches later on.
Even if you wrestle varsity, you can still always get a JV match.
And this will be our last bye here. Jocelyn Antes having a nice moment with the crowd, and that puts the Hawks ahead 18-0 after the 3 byes. And now we're going to get our first match in the 126. Yeah, 126 weight class.
Yep. You know, I'm happy for this team because we actually have people to fill the weight classes.
Yeah. Because what I remember last year, what I heard from you was it was just this happening, but the other way around. You guys would be in this position.
Yep, so that's 3 points for Pathfinder. Or the wrestler, not the team itself.
Yeah. So in the individual match, yeah.
Mhm.
And is that what the official just signaled there?
Yep. And
Okay.
then Ainsley, who is our wrestler, just got an escape, so she got 1 point.
Yeah, so that's Ainsley Southergill for the Red Hawks. Howard Witchert for the Pioneers. Trying to lift her back up, and official blows it dead, and they go back. And there's your victor. So some points on the scoreboard for Pathfinder. And for a lot of these, it looks like we're just going to be having one match in each weight class.
Yeah.
I don't know if the only one that's won't be just one is going to be the 157 weight class, where both teams have 2 wrestlers. The 138, which we're going to be approaching on next, Frontier has 2, but
It's Massimo.
oh no, they
Massimo's
do
going to
have
wrestle.
2. They do have 2. So 138 will have 2 wrestlers as well, and we're hitting that right now after another bye. Zach Brown taking the bye victory in 132, and now this is a senior, Massimo DeBari. I believe this is Xander Offrey that he's going against. Still grappling here, looking for some kind of advantage. Hands locked. Now he gets on his head, goes down low. Looked like Offrey was trying to flip him over there. Massimo trying to reach for his legs. Almost gets to him, and now Offrey behind him.
Yep, that's 3.
Still behind, trying to pin him down. He's got his leg locked behind him.
Yep, he's going for a 3-quarter Nelson.
Flipped over is Massimo, and now still trying to work his way free. He's got his arm held underneath him here. Pulls Offrey's hand away. Now throws his hand behind him, trying to spin out. Under a minute to go here in this match. Winning by points right now, 3-0 is Offrey. Massimo still underneath. Trying to flip himself out, it looked like, and now he's got his leg lifting up. 35 seconds, still got him, and now he flips him down. Massimo flips the tables 3-2, trying to come up with some more points to get the match. But now Offrey gets back up. 10 seconds. 4-2. Massimo needs something quick. Sends him on his back.
Yep. So Massimo got 2 back points. Like, I don't know if you saw, but
Yeah.
the ref was throwing his hand out. So now at the end of every match, if it goes to a second round, the ref will flip a coin in whatever color that team is. They get to choose either up or like top, down, or neutral.
Gotcha. Massimo started on top here, Offrey on the bottom. Offrey works his way up. They get free. Now they size each other up. Hands go in. Faces buried in each other's necks. Still a 2-point lead for the Hawks here. And now on top is Massimo as he let Offrey slide underneath him, trying to turn him over. Looks like he has his arms around his head. Now he goes around the waist, trying to get behind him. Spinning around.
Yep. So Massimo got 3 points there.
Massimo still on top, 10-5. Closing in on a minute to go in the second round. Pinned down hard here. Xander Offrey now has some weight underneath him. Stands back up. 50 seconds to go. They reset here. Go back to the grappling, head to head. Back to the inner circle. 35 to go.
Yep, and they're just hand fighting. They're circling.
And now Offrey goes for the legs of Massimo. Massimo trying to escape and stay on top, but a firm hold on the legs. Now he gets a hold of Offrey's legs, loses it. Still on top, but an awkward position for both of them. Going to be an awkward pin for Massimo, but he spins the way around. Some more points for the Hawks, 13-6. And that will just about do it here.
Yeah.
Good second round win from Massimo Dabari.
Yep, and then that's third period. Then whoever didn't choose, it's their choice now.
Gotcha.
And just like Massimo did a really good job defending that shot. He got his legs away, which is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And not let Pathfinder take his leg. Okay, Massimo chose neutral.
Third round starts, 2 minutes on the clock. 13-6, the score in favor of Massimo of the Redhawks in this match. Redhawks as a team are up 24-6 right now against the Pathfinder Pioneers. Fighting here at home as Massimo goes in, wrapping his arm around his head. Now he cuts down low, trying to undercut him and get to his legs. But a hold around the neck is what Offrey has. Trying to pin him here, but Massimo fighting, now reaching for his legs. He's got one, loses his grip, trying to fight his way back up. 3 points signaled, and now Massimo flips him back over. He's got his arm around his back, flipping him over again.
Yep.
Looking for another pin.
Ref said no backs. He didn't get a chance to start counting, so Massimo gets no back points.
15-9 the score now. Escaping is Xander Offrey. Massimo lays off. Sizing each other back up. The grappling again on the head. And now Going down hard is Massimo, getting held right around his neck, it looked like. Official was right in our way, so I couldn't get a clear shot of it, but 30 seconds left, 15-10. Massimo looking for a few more points. He gets 3 more, 18-10. 20 seconds to go. Still got a grip around him. Trying to work him out of the circle, it looks like.
Yeah, and Massimo's just going to just keep him there until time runs out.
So with that buzzer, Massimo and the Hawks going to take this match, extend their lead. (32-6) is the new score after that. Or no, 28. Changing some things on the scoreboard here, but we're going to the 144 weight class. Looks like this is going to be
Yep. See, and the good
some
thing
buys,
is
yeah.
that, you know, like you said earlier, we have 2 people in the same weight class. We can bump someone up. So that's what we're doing here now.
Okay.
So Jackson is going against this guy.
I think it's Thomas Barrett. They've been going in order so far. Pinning him down hard. Byrne is down on the ground against Barrett. Barrett already picked up 3 early points. Really throwing him around here on the mat, trying to get the pin. Dragging him around.
Yep. So that's another way to get points is caution, like caution way, or a full Nelson, which the other opponent would get 1 point.
So now the score 3-1, still in favor of the Pioneers. Officials going to restart here. Barrett's going to be the one on top against Byrne. And now we start again. Going down quick here is Byrne. Again, trying to break free. Just can't seem to flip himself over, and now he does. Still on top is Barrett. Fighting Byrne. Still fighting. Trying not to let his back get pinned.
Yep. And the refs moved around to see if Jackson is getting pinned or not.
Just don't have a clear shot right now, but they're still rolling around on the ground. 2-point lead still for Thomas Barrett. 45 to go in the round, and the whistle is blown. Barrett going to take the victory here in just one round. Now we'll see 28-12. .152 weight class for the Red Hawks. It's Matthew Taraburka. And then on the other side, I believe it's Max Allegena.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that.
I'm trying my best here. Took a long, hard look at that.
Cradle, Pathfinder.
Well, if you're seeing any special moves here, Javian, I'd love to hear about some of them.
Okay.
But this is so that was an early win right there for the Pioneers. I think I just missed it, but why? So why exactly was that called? The early pin, or not pin? It was just a few seconds into the round there. Pathfinders just declared the winner. Did you catch that, or is
Had to be.
I was trying to?
Yeah, the other, our guy got pinned.
So now this is Connor James, the 160 weight class. I think this is pretty sure Dominic Jerry going up against him for the Pioneers. 28-18, the new team score. Plenty of aggressive arm wrestling right now. Just throwing each
Yep,
other
and they're
around.
just hand fighting right now.
I'm pretty sure it's Dominic Jerry, but I'm kind of just going in order of the list here. So if we make any errors in that, and that's a nice little dive forward, spinning around. Jerry trying to get on top, and he does. But now James fighting his way back up,
now.
trying to spiral his way out. But Jerry trying to contain his legs. Now they stand back up, still around his waist, and he slams him down.
That's locked hands. So what locked hands does is if the person on top like wraps his hands fully around the person on bottom, that's 1 point, and then they restart.
Gotcha.
But with that happening before the ref calls it during however much time it is, the person on bottom can still escape or hit a reversal, and then they'd also get those points with the locked hands.
Gotcha. Delayed penalty, pretty much.
Yeah.
And James trying to flip him here, and he does.
Yep, and he gets the reversal.
Gets him on his stomach. Trying to get a pin here, too. Jerry fighting his way up. Loses his arm, it looked like. Trying to find some kind of leverage against James. Slams him face first again. Can't get his arm free, and now he does. Trying to get the other arm out from James. 10 seconds to go, and we're tied 3-3. Looking for some kind of points in the final seconds here. And
Yep. So Connor got 2 points.
yeah, I
Ref
saw the
got
signal.
3 seconds. So it's Connor's choice. He defers, so it's up to the other team. And they're going neutral.
Second round starting here, 5-3 lead for Connor James of the Red Hawks against Dominic Jerry of the Pioneers. Waiting to see who's going to make the big move first. Grabbing their heads and their arms. It looks like it's Connor.
Connor trying to hit a slide by.
Throwing him to his side. Now again.
Yep, there he goes. There's a slide by.
3 points there for James, 8-3. Just jerking him
Now
around.
8-4.
30 seconds gone now, 40. And oh, a big slam.
What a throw.
James looking for the pin. Officials down on the ground trying to see it, and it's there.
I've had that move hit on me at when we went to a Keen tournament, and
Yeah.
someone got my reaction, and I will show you my reaction.
He's pulling out his phone.
It's terrible because it caught me off guard.
I'm gonna do my best to describe it. By the way, oh my God, just absolutely stunned.
No, I was so
He's shocked.
I was so shocked. I was so confused. It just happened so quickly.
I wish we could put that as like a little graphic in the corner. Just slide it up. And there's a bye victory right here for Pathfinder in the 175, I think is where we're at now. Now we're moving to the 175. That was 171.
This is 190, I believe. Well, because they have like 3 people.
We don't have anyone in 175 though.
That would have been Jonathan.
Yeah.
But we have no one in 190.
Yeah. So the Hawks have 2 wrestlers left in varsity.
Mm-hmm.
Is there?
Or is this 190?
Now this is 190. So you see the player?
Yeah.
That's what
This
I've
is
been going
190 now.
off of.
All right.
We're
Yeah, I was a heavyweight. I was 285.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so Max Hunter now is
He's
on
your
varsity.
heavyweight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it looks. Are we gonna see them wrestling anyone?
Yeah.
Yes,
it looks
we
it.
are.
This is 215 now, wrestling.
And we don't have anyone listed for 215 from Pathfinder Tech,
Yeah, they're probably,
but
because they do, unless this was a typo right here where it says 190 because there's 2 things of 190.
it looks like they put the dash next to Jake. This is Jake Parker Gregory up against Caden James. James for the Red Hawks. Still up as they're outside of the large ring, trying to get an arm around one of their legs. And now
Yep.
James goes
Both
up
trying
high.
to throw each other. See, now they're circling back to the center.
Oh, right, like you talked to me about before.
Yeah.
I had asked about the inside versus outside circle.
Nope, in a double.
And oh, a big slam down. James, both of the James brothers with the big slams. Caden trying to get his pin, just like his younger brother. Jake fighting it. Now he goes the other way. Elbow comes out to save Jake. Trying to keep his
What
angle.
Caden should do is hop over.
James staying
Up
on
right
the
there,
ground.
Yep.
But Jake trying to flex his way back up. Waiting for a call from the
He's-
official,
he's
and
big
it
for a
got
little
him.
bit. There we go.
Another match victory there for the Red Hawks.
And we have one more weight class, the heavyweight. It's our Max Hunter versus whichever one.
It might this actually might be Jake. I might be wrong because they might have pulled up. I'm looking at the dashes because I think that's who they had. I think we're gonna say that this is Jake now.
Yep, here comes Max.
Heavyweight fighters. It looks like he has his band down in his eyes from the headgear.
Yeah, he needs to tighten them.
Yeah. I don't know. When he turns around again, we might be able to see it. But, yeah. But just heads against each other right now. Trying to lower each other down. And
Yep,
charging.
Max with the snap down, 3 points. Trying to work a power half.
With the
He's got it
band in his
locked.
eye.
Yep, he's got it locked. There he goes.
Spins him back around and now on his back. Not fully on top of him, but he's working with what he's got. Can't get the pin.
Gets 4 back points. Yep, and he's going back to the power half.
Jake fighting against it. He can't find any kind of leverage to get himself up. His arms are locked down.
Yep, there he goes. He's throwing it again, and that's a pin.
And Caden James knows it. He's looking on from the sideline. Just waiting for a call from the official. And there it is. 3 big pins in the higher weight classes for the Red Hawks. And that puts them up 46-36.
Yeah, so now we won the entire meet, but
Yes.
JV doesn't count for points for the teams.
This will be just some
These
one-on-one.
are kind of just like
yeah,
for fun matches almost.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have a couple, and the coaches are meeting right now to figure out who's going to be fighting against who for JV. This will be some of the players that won on buys. They'll just get a chance to compete while they're actually have come out here with the team. But the Hawks are going to take this meet, 46-36 against the Pioneers. Still waiting from the coaches here. And we'd expect to, we talked about this a little bit before, Javian, of some guys that we might get to see. Bear Calhoun was a name that you threw out there as someone we might get to see in JV.
Looking at the roster for Pathfinder, it's probably unlikely because the next person weighs 13 more pounds than him.
Yeah. So they want to do stuff that's close enough but doesn't really fit into the same weight class.
Yes.
All right. Is there anyone looking at this here? Do you see any?
Massimo could get another one. Jackson, anyone in the middle weights because that looks like what the Pathfinders have the most.
Yeah. Suiting up is one of the Pioneers wrestlers. Still waiting for Frontiers to step up. Looks like it, yeah. Yeah, and it is going to be Zach Brown. Reminder that this is a JV match here. Only 1 minute on the clock. And this is not going to affect the outcome of the meet overall. It'll just be scored by points, correct?
Yeah. The players still, score points, but it's not going to ultimately end up, differentiating the 46-36.
Brown digging down low, trying to get through the arms, and he finds a leg. But he's underneath the Pioneer.
The official Western Mass ranking score, if they were to get those points.
Now Brown underneath him still, and he's got a leg grabbed. His right leg, it looks like.
Yep.
Time winding down.
A nice reversal.
3-2, and Pathfinder's going to take that in the first round. Brown wins the toss. Wants to start on the bottom. Trying to escape quickly here. Gets pinned back down.
Yep, he's trying to sit and turn. Brown is.
Second attempt there doesn't work out for him either.
See, but the thing, in wrestling you don't want to do the most is, reach behind you.
Yeah. Looks like he's escaped fairly well here, but now he gets wrapped up behind again. Looked like he had a chance to turn around and get a shot at the pin. But now he's back on the bottom, right where he started this second round, where we started with 2 minutes on the clock. Now we're down to 1:10. Brown still underneath, trying to find his way out, grabbing the leg of his opponent, almost gets to both of them. Score still 3-2 in favor of the Pioneers. 50 seconds. Right on the outside line. Still underneath is Zach Brown. Now he just stands his way up.
Yep, and so I'm assuming they're out of bounds, so that's why they're going back to the center.
And they start back in the same position here. Brown underneath.
Ooh, a
Spins
nice
him
roll
around.
by
That was
Zach.
great.
Yep, and Zach gets a reversal.
And that's going to put him on top in points, just by 1 though, 4-3. Trying to keep his position.
Yep, so it's 4-4 again.
Tied up as we hit 10 seconds left in the second round. We'll have one more after this. Just trying to rack up a couple points here in the last 5. And they won't get any. Tied 4-4. Pathfinder chooses neutral to start this third round. 2 minutes on the clock. Some soft handles to start, and now they get into it.
Yep, and a nice throw by Zach.
Trying to keep his back up, throwing his hips up high is Pathfinder. Really trying to heave his way out of it, but Brown stays on top.
Yep, that was a pin.
Now rolling to his side.
Yep, that was a pin again.
Brown waiting at the call out.
That's a pin right there.
Official getting down low.
That's a pin right there. Yep, that's that. There you
And he finally gets it. Third round pin for Zach Brown in the first JV match. Looks like we'll get one more here. I don't see anyone suited
Maybe
up.
1 or 2 more. I don't know. I see one other person.
There's
on
2
our
others.
team
There's
suited
one. There's one that is headgear ready for the Pioneers.
Yep, and this is Jackson up, and he got.
Oh, not a heavy slam there, but went airborne. Trying to fight his way back up. But this looks pretty promising for the Pioneers. Gets his knee out underneath him. Then he falls back the other way. The short clock again in this first round. Only a minute, and now we're 30 seconds gone, 30 to go. It's been all Pathfinder this time around. Trying to get some kind of traction on the mat.
Yep, so it's a full Nelson, so Jackson gets 1 point. They start over.
3-1. Pioneers on top. Just under 20 seconds left in this first round. Unless we see a quick pin here, we're going to a second and third. And we are. And the coin rolls and rolls away.
Yep, so Jackson took top.
Reminder that we got the JV matches here, not affecting the score of the meet itself. But a hard wrap up there. Getting bodied down. It's Jackson Byrne. Now, if I remember right, Javen, he won his varsity match. I think that he did. Am I misremembering completely?
You're misremembering.
Was he right in there? Was he right before Massimo?
I believe so.
Okay, I thought he
But
was.
I know
I thought he
Jackson
came.
lost.
I thought he came after. That's what I was.
Yep, and I believe this is going to be the last match.
It looks like it. We don't have anyone setting up ready from Pathfinder. So last JV match here. Hawks have already secured the varsity meet victory with a 46-36 team score. Getting dragged around on the ground, waiting for a pin. If he can roll him over, but he's got his knees sticking out. Official crawling around looking for something. 30 seconds gone. Looking, and he got it.
Yep, and that's the end of the meet as both teams are going to go to the middle and shake hands.
What do you think won the JV match? Score-wise.
Well, the varsity score goes the Red Hawks' way. A bit more split. Maybe the other way with the JV meets JVN.
Yeah.
I think because it was a 2-1 Pathfinder, if I'm remembering right. But the Red Hawks, again, we don't have. You don't remember the record? Because I couldn't find it for the life of me.
No, I
Team
don't
record.
remember it.
Would you say it's a winning record or a losing record?
It might be a winning record, I believe.
Might be. Okay. All right. So, winning record. Good feelings in the season continue for the Red Hawks, you'd say. Win at home here, and you guys have a next meet coming up soon?
Yes, we have one basically every week, Wednesday or Thursday.
Is the next one home? Who are you guys playing against?
I think it's away at
Okay.
Tech, I want
At
to
Tech.
say.
Okay. That strikes me as a pretty good wrestling
Because I
school.
know we have one. Yeah, they're pretty good. I know we have one away at Tech. I
Okay.
just don't know if it's like next week or the week after.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right. Well, best of luck to you guys, and we hope we can try and cover something else later on in the season as well. But a win here at home for the Hawks wrestling team, 46-36, the final score against Pathfinder. Thank you for tuning in to this coverage from Frontier Community Access Television.